Okay, that is a wrap on Section 12 of PLC Programming from Scratch. And I know we might have ended on somewhat of a somber note talking about consequences of mistakes, but that is what Section 12 is all about, avoiding consequences. So hopefully by now you understand just how important shakedown and debugging is. You also should have a pretty good methodology for finding problems and getting them fixed while you're shaking down. You should remember your troubleshooting methodology: recognize, verify, analyze, isolate, and repair. That's RVAIR. You should have a pretty good framework of going through a PLC program at this point and testing it. From the dry run on a PLC if it's available, or an emulator if it's not available to run in isolation, to running the system actually hooked up to the inputs and outputs, but maybe without all of the pressure and heat and everything else that might be on a live system, and ultimately getting to that live test on delivery or on shipment and making absolutely sure, double checking and making sure everything works. There is not another piece to the puzzle as important as your testing. So if you're haphazard about throwing your logic, if you don't always program according to a clear, concise direction or specification or flow diagram, if you cheat and bend your way on everything else, the one thing you absolutely have to be a professional about 100% of the time and you have to get right is your debug. You have to shake that thing down thoroughly, top to bottom, input to output, every single alarm, everything has to work perfectly. We're all excited to start programming. We all want to start throwing logic, and it's real easy to take this section and say, well, that's not a big exciting part of this. That's not anything that I'm hyped up about. I want to go back and learn more programming instructions. That's fine. Be excited about those things. But when the time comes, get serious. Do your debugging. Do it thoroughly. Don't mess up or your career is over as fast as it ever started. Don't rush through it. Do it right. Do it all the way. Be thorough. Be a champion.